Mighty good word, party folk. It's your mile high priest. I'm up about a mile high on the Sunday. It's Sunday, April 7th. We are we're less than 24 hours away from the solar eclipse pinnacle, or what exact point and all that. Chiron is also joining the party. What's good, Capricorn? This message is for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising Collective, regardless of whether you have a distinguished, honorable, authoritative Capricornian natal placement in your birth chart. This may still resonate with you, and I strongly suggest to check out the past Capricorn readings as well as the other sign placement readings that may resonate with you or that are in your chart, right? And also the collective readings. Y'all, these solar eclipse readings are wild. Capricorn, what's good, y'all? There's a lot of quiet space for you because, your planets are all stacked up in those houses, especially if you are Capricorn rising. They're all bunched up in a bowl in that is it the IC or the MC? I sometimes forget those. And I'm looking at I'm not looking at a whole sign house or whole house chart. I'm looking at a different chart that doesn't give me the IC and the MC, so I get those confused, right? But yeah, you're in that forward facing, outward facing, and it's quiet because that's where all the energy is. It's sort of like there's this like thread between you and the world, and it's very quiet within that bridge, right? We might as well just kick into it. Capricorn, I do have the well-known Alchemy deck from Kim Kranz, and then I have the Thoth Tarot. I don't think there's I'm sure there's a formal way of pronouncing Thoth, or Thoth. But yeah, we're going with that Symbolic Soul Tarot, which is the kind of Aquarian-esque deck here, and then I have Zodiac, and I'm thinking of using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Very cool. I joined a live yesterday with Kim Kranz, and she's just they're just a really beautiful being, and it was a quick live on Instagram, and but there was so full of, it was jam packed with like art and spirit. And I just wanted to tell you this, Capricorn, before we jump in. I did assign everyone magic, right? You got light magic, like this seems like your day, because of this ecliptic, it's like your days are being eclipsed, and so maybe it's like the words kind of slipping out, hard to grasp, even those that you rely on for some sort of security or comfort, like, for example, you and your partner share the meals, or the cooking of the meals, and so like then it's your turn to take, kick your legs up or kick your feet up on the table, but there's no dinner. Where's the dinner? And it's not in any way, form, or fashion like the other's fault or someone's fault. It is just the quality of time. It's something about like everything's shut down for you to really see the shadow aspects of how much giving into work and that societal pressure. Yes, you're uncovering justice, and that was the only horoscope message besides your magic type of magic recommendation, which is light magic. The only other phrase, your summary statement, is uncovering justice. which still kind of boggles me a little bit. Because I'm like, what does that even mean? Capricorn? Magicians. You are the magician. Capricorn, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals, Capricornian royals. This is your deep blue sea, fun, underwater workhorse adventure. I am your mercurial, effervescent wrangler. I'm kidding. I'm your mercurial, effervescent, fiery jester with your mercurial messages for your inspiration, your spiritual exaltation, your human evolution, your divine being through spaces, times, all of them. We've just crossed through the gates, right? We're crossing through the gates. We're seeing the gates. We see the gates. We're going through the gates. Wait, Capricorn, where's Capricorn? You're uncovering justice. Where did Capricorn go? I can't sense you, Capricorn. I do play the tuning fork sound, provides a healing sound at 4096, and it also helps me to connect with really good sources, right? Thank you so much, Capricorn. So yes, total solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. So sun and the moon meet up at the new moon, right? Typical, but it's also total solar eclipse. So this is tied to the karmic nodes. Ketu, Rahu, South Node in Libra, North Node in Aries. Chiron is also involved, the wounded healer. They do work with Saturn, at least currently in time right now. Most of the authority falls under Mars's rulership, although Venus currently is leading as far as they are the authoritative voice. Meanwhile, Mars attempts to leave the vicinity of Saturn. And I'm like, I see you. It doesn't matter your gender, identity, vibration. Like I'm feeling you out like as Saturn. Or I'm sorry, Saturn is a Capricornian planet, right? But you're there, Capricorn. You're like talking to Mars. So Mars is it's like you and Mars are over here, and then everyone else is listening to Venus at the moment. But you had a previous engagement, a appointment to meet with Saturn and Mars. That's where you're at. I found you. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I honor you. I honor your path. I honor your brilliant decisions. You are a force to be reckoned with, even if you are not feeling it, even if you're not feeling like a force, right? Sublimato and smoke. Yeah. Breathe it in, breathe it out. I won't bog you down with anymore because you're really busy, okay? But yeah, you went to Mars and you went to Saturn, and that is some deep underworld, underwater, deep aquatic, dark aquatic. This is volcanic. This is suddenly you're whisked away. Okay, I've lost you again, Capricorn. But your mission is becoming clear. Your mission is becoming clear. And it's like Mars is teaching you a new way, a divine masculine approach. This is not something that appears outside of you. It's internal, felt, and internally alchemized response between your mind, body, and the soul, right? water and fire, light, magic. Okay. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Wow. Queen of this. That is you, Capricorn. Goddess Isis and Mercury. Next up, you're coming into this like intense balance internally, and I feel your excitement, and I think you're enjoying this spiritual vacation you're on. You're hanging out with the planets, like that's what I do. So like you're downloading, you're talking. So like maybe we can't hear you. You're not very in this social extroverted. We see you, but like we can't quite grasp the Capricorn collective. It's a total mind shift, and it's not like you're not able to be perceived. It's just that this is soul level, and it really does. A lot of it is the throat chakra, okay, and then the heart center, okay. So you're very, you have done the work, and if it hasn't been too possible or possible at all for you to actually alleviate yourself from a lot of the burden that comes from how much work that you've allotted to your plate, right? It's so full. And maybe that's where you came to, and it feels like you needed it. So hopefully you have taken a little bit of time away. Maybe I told you to take a vacation last week, right? And so this is the extension of the message. So in your vacation time, you didn't waste a lot of time. You went on a hunt. And so like I feel like I'm following the footsteps in your scent, and like when I get to you're like catch me if you can, and that's a very Piscean sensation that allows you to really clearly walk the fine line, walk the tightrope, synergize, alchemize, bring back the mind from burden, from completing the tasks for the other, for society. Come back to you. They call it selfishness. There's a degree, there's a fine line when selfishness becomes unapproachable, and that's the only warning suggestion that I can give to you. You're having a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Yeah, see, you made the decision to change, and it was already internally sensed and perceived. Dude, wow, the Strength card. So Two of Pentacles, right? I love the Two of Pentacles in the top or Toth. And we also have Lust, which is Strength, right? Card number 11. They do switch. Alistair does switch up. Following with the Hermetic traditions, I'm not sure if Alistair's response is that they were following the Hermetic. So go watch the Libra, the switch. Okay, there's something like you have gone really Piscean. And so in talking to Saturn, they have Saturn now will speak with Jupiter for expansion for you. And I'm not even trying to be silly about it. Yin, yang, okay? Divine, masculine, and feminine. You possess that in higher consciousness and lower consciousness. And now the challenge is bringing it into consciousness, so reality. And this is so freaking cool. Like, there's Kundalini action, there's a lot of this solar eclipse flare. It is literally like you went to the depths to find Mars and Saturn. So card number 2 of Pentacles, right? And then card number 11, Lost. If you break down 1 and 1, or break down 11, add 1 plus 1, it equals 2. So 2, 2. And you kind of have that 1, 1, 2, 2. The infinity symbol, okay, Kundalini. Continue to shed, perhaps asserting yourself in the on the surface level. So wear your new suit, wear your new fit, your new, and this is like where you aren't a Capricorn. Something is different about you, where you're really taking a hard look at where you literally dump all your energy and your creative surge. So like, it is a challenge that you can take, and that's why you're taking it. And this is going to bring that energetic balance in your super consciousness and subconsciousness into the world. It's like you've already been doing all of this, and now it's hard to grasp because of the fact that it's hard to grasp. It's hard to, like, if you can't see a spirit or the particles, like we can't see the atoms and the protons and the neutrons and the electrons. Thank you so much. But imagine if we could, with our eyesight, right? Wow, look, the magician. Yeah, you're here. You're like, this is also helping you to hone in on manifestation skills, where you're used to like busting your butt and like really working, and that's beautiful. Now you are assimilating, and like your heart center really just is gonna crack open. Okay, Knight of Wands. So like, I see it as like funny. Like there may be this like really intense moment of like this youthful quality of you really being fully on, and it's like this part of that transitional period. It could only be like an afternoon, a day, or like maybe this week you're just like throw your heads in the air. You're like, you're not an adult. You're like Capricorn youth, and you're like, and it's so that doesn't sound troublesome or whatever. But if we're gonna run with too much hyper and non directed energy, there's always like a misfire, and that's message is true for the entire collective. For you, it's more specific when you can get to this point, because it's like you're feeling it. You're already feeling this internal revolution, and like it's going to give you this like burst of energy, and it's very like uplifting. And you also really do dive into your like inner child being, and it's more than that. It's just like really you, for a moment in time, a blip in time, just like bringing that character out into the open, because you have so much space and you're not really like tending to the folks. Wow, this is when the Knight of Wands doesn't get a bad rap, because the Knight of Wands isn't tending to anybody but himself or themselves, and like it's all about the adventure, baby, right? So that's the only shadow aspect that I can tell is like, if your adventurous spirit turns into a toddler, a hungry toddler, you know, like those types of situations, or maybe you say something which is very Mercury retrograde, and this is pertaining to you specifically, Capricorn, because of the fact that like you've shut off a lot of like the outward direction of, like, for example, your throat chakra seems to be like you're not participating in the society, right? But because you're also like, there's like this, it's not like the veil, but it's like there's a protective force around you, and because you're meant to like really like spiral up, it's yes. Okay, you're coming out of it. Okay, you're coming out of it. I know it's been like that may not have seemed that way, but now you're really honoring your path and how much you've had to like leave behind. And it's not that you miss it, it's just like mind-blowing what leaving behind objects, objectifications or objectified notions. Yeah, like, is justice meant for individuals, or is justice a notion for the collective? Do we all receive justice when one person receives justice, or must we honor all aspects? Oh my God, like if someone is proven guilty, then is the other party gets to leave scot-free? Like, it takes two to tango. And so like now we have to really own ourselves, right, Capricorn? That's what you're telling me as I cut the deck. Magus stays, the Magician stays, because I told you the Magician and the Moon. Because you're like really coming out of this, you're really seeing it on so many levels. The Moon being the subconscious level, Lust or Strength card being the conscious level, right? But the Two of Pentacles does alert me to also the higher consciousness, which is all of this energy here. It's your challenge, it's the origin, it's the basis of what's happening, how the energy is culminating, and so yeah, like the three parts, right? Mind, body, soul. If you want to consider it more so in that respect or idea, right? Wow, guys, like messages come in and then they go out, and I'm like, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and the Knight of Wands is that fire and water, right? So yes, need for balance, and you understand that. Maintain, don't like fly out and go, get distracted, leave, don't go too far. Oh look, Nine of Cups, how cool. And then Two of Pentacles once again. So this, if you wanted to receive positive affirmation or confirmation that whatever you are experiencing is actually good, it's for your better, the Moon again, this is it. This is your confirmation that, yeah, this is it feels like a growth spur, or like, what do they call it? Aging bones, or like growth bones, or growing pains. Wow, growing pains is like mentioned as a judgment comes out, and then the Knight of Wands again. How much confirmation do you need? Can we get, yeah, Ten of Swords. I'm sorry, Ten of Wands. And that's the thing, is like this figure in the Strength card, in the Lust card, they hold a large wand. So from dropping all the burdens, you come to find your true fire. It's very Kundalini. Goddess Isis and God Ra. Virgo, Temperance, Fire, Water, Leo. And we have the last card. Wow. Energy just ramped up. So you're going from spot on. This is just confirmation for you, Capricorn. Going from the Knight of Wands. Okay. Actually, the Knight of Wands spirit and aspect and fire, it could be the astrology that triggered this. And so it seems like you understand that this is temporary and that there's a quality of like being in and out of like, what do they call it? Lucidity, and then like getting the fog comes back and in and out, right? That pushed you to actually honor the fact that there must, there's a need, there's a necessity for refined balance, how much you give, how much you work, all of it. It's not just about work. When I say work in this moment, I mean like all your creative passion, fire, that starts from within, that starts from your sacral centers, right? So it's just like you need it to purify. Kundalini fire purifies. So it is more, if it helps you too, it is more than surface level, but I think I'm repeating the message so that you can alleviate a lot of this like weird inconsistency, and like it's more the feeling of like you being in and out by actually just tending to your outer appearance. And it doesn't have to be superficial. It can be like you go exercise or something like that, but also like, yes, get really cleaned up and looking afresh, because like the King of Wands is here. Like you're going from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, Leo and Sagittarius, right? So much fire. We have a lot of Leo here, and then yes, a lot of Sagittarius as the Knight of Wands flips out, right? Strength card. This is number 8. This is in the traditional chronological order, right? Y'all, I also did change a lot today. My Sagittarius placements are activated, and when that happens, it means I wear like 4 different outfits throughout the day. We still have a lot of Scorpionic, Sagittarius, and then you. It's like 1, 2, 3, you're coming to you. Come to you, uncovering justice. Because we have strength here. And then we have card number 11, which is also traditionally, usually in the tarot, it is justice, the balance, the Libra scales, right? And then 8, so strength being the Leo, the fire. It is that you're going towards. So light magic, right? It's like it will help you maybe honing in, or I don't know why I said honing in, but like meditating with visualizing sunrise, and also visualizing this gives me very like initiate of the light, right? And we have light magic too. So there are Egyptian ancestral ties, the Brotherhood of Light. When the Hermetic switch up is you honoring the knowledge and your journey. It has been vast, okay? Adventure, but now your true adventure starts. That's your real justice. You've come to true strength, grit, passion, courage, confidence, care, honor, love, like tending and tender, but also giving to you, and honoring like this spiritual animalistic aspect of you. I have the lamb, the workhorse, I have the horse. Physical training, strength training. I have the lamb, meditating. I have the lion, leadership. The lion again tells me don't And I'm sorry, I'm saying don't do this. You shouldn't do that. But like, yeah, they're with the Nine of Wands here. Like, you're going towards King of Wands as long as you do your temperance and balance and work with angelic realm and really integrate. Where this message is going is like now integrate these levels of Akashic understanding, Akashic record understanding, Kundalini, tantric understanding, fire magic, light magic. You're going on an adventure. You're coming to a very protective state of being. You are well protected, and you are also protected by your spiritual guides, and also spiritual guides of the highest light. Go watch the Pisces reading if you feel that you are a part of Michael's army, okay? As such has been the message in the Pisces collective. You're transforming. This is justice. You're uncovering justice. And you're well underway. That's why I say get your fancy wear together, and that will help to bring you back. There's so much fire, so much fire. All the Kundalini energy is currently situated in the Capricorn collective. What a wild eclipse for you, Capricorn, but you are a cardinal sign, as is Aries, right? So like cardinal signs, Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer are all sort of experiencing this on different levels. And for you, the warning is going too far from youthful to immaturity, right? And it's just a warning because you're going up so fast. It doesn't matter what's happening. The only message here is like, if you're moving that fast, and that's a collective message for everyone, if you're moving that fast, you have to be really careful, right? And it's Mercury retrograde. That's all that this is about. Have fun, be free, enjoy yourself, enjoy all aspects and facets of yourself, even if you are the manliest man or womanliest woman or non-gender. You possess all qualities, even beyond the dualistic. There are triple states and there are Kundalini states. There are infinite timelines and shifts. There's fire, courage, strength. You're about to go somewhere, and I won't ruin the surprise for you, Capricorn. I honor you. I honor your path. I forgot to say, or I hope I didn't forget to say, but if I did, please feel free to hit the thumbs up. Even if you just want to support me, right? Maybe the message was a little wild. Maybe you're not this Capricorn, or maybe you are, and maybe it was enjoyable, and maybe it resonated, and maybe you want to give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Capricorn. I'm just being this way because I want to promote grow the channel, right? Thank you, Capricorn. If anything, I hope you get a good laugh. But it's very inspirational here, even for me, to cooling and come back to the heart center, right? You're going there anyway. Don't veer off this path. But gosh, there's so many stay on path messages for a lot of the sign readings today. I think that was a message for Libra, stay on path. Maybe Cancer. Wow, it's wild. Okay. Care for yourself. Make sure that you close the meditation, ground yourself, either have a healthy snack or something that fills you, and just mentally, energetically sense the gratitude, and then close the gratitude that you have for being able to participate in these spiritual meditations and rituals, and then say thanks, and that allows you to close. Like, just for example, say like this is a type of meditation that I do. Then I want to, what I do is, typical, right? Pick up all the cards, stack them, and then I do my gratitude closing practices. Maybe I'll ping a tuning fork, meditate, breathe a little bit, give thanks to guides, the goddess, God, and then that sort of brings me back down. Snacks, eating something healthy and grounding, that is really helpful, but also honoring that there are systems, energetic systems, so you want to cloak, cover, protect yourself, and you are protected. I think you're learning about things like that. Thank you, Capricorn. Please feel free to share the message if you think that someone else would enjoy this reading or resonate with this reading. Make sure to stick around, subscribe, stay with us, hang out with us, grow along with us, right? And also leave me a comment and say hello. I can be very long-winded and wordy, but you don't have to read my reply, right? I'm kidding. Thank you all. I'll see you on the flip side. Enjoy this Aries fire energy. Your Capricorn is where they are, and that's fine. Thank you so much. Wow, my lamps just flipped on. Anyway, enjoy your spring. Enjoy the Mercury retrograde in Aries. Okay, enjoy your adventure. I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you, Capricorn.